There are movies that come and go, and then there are movies that leave skid marks on Hollywood forever. Gone in 60 Seconds from 1974 wasn't made by a giant studio. It wasn't filled with famous stars, and it didn't have $1 million budget. What it did have was heart, a crazy dream, and one man who believed he could pull off something that Hollywood said was impossible. That man was H.B. Halicki, a stuntman, a self-taught filmmaker, and a car addict who lived life like every day was the world's longest drag race. He didn't just make Gone in 60 Seconds, he lived it, he breathed it. And in many ways, he risked his life creating a film that changed car action movies forever. Tonight, we take you behind the scenes of this wild, tire-burning classic, a movie that became a legend, a movie that was made with real crashes, real danger, and a real passion that Hollywood rarely sees today. These are 20 hidden facts you never knew about Gone in 60 Seconds, 1974. Let's hit the gas. Fact 1. The man who did everything. When people watch Gone in 60 Seconds, they see a simple car theft story, but behind the camera was a man doing the job of an entire film crew. H.B. Halicki wasn't just the director, he was also the writer, producer, stunt driver, casting agent, mechanic, set designer, and even the guy who bought the cars. If something needed to be done, Halicki simply said, "I'll do it myself." He used his own money, his own junkyard, his own friends as actors, and his own life experience as a real repo man. This wasn't a movie. It was his world captured on film. Fact 2. 47 minutes of pure car chase. Most action movies have short chase scenes, but Gone in 60 Seconds has one that lasts 47 minutes. That's almost half the entire movie, and it wasn't planned with fancy storyboards or CGI. It was all improvised. Halicki just said, "We're going to tear through this city and film every crazy thing we do. What you see on screen, the crashes, the close calls, the near disasters, all real, not just the longest chase in movie history. It's the rawest." Fact 3. The real cops didn't know they were being filmed. Yes, it's true, many scenes in the chase sequence feature real police officers who didn't know a movie was being shot. Halicki would drive through intersections, slide around corners, or do unexpected stunts. The police reacted like they would in real life. Their responses were so authentic that Halicki used the footage in the final cut. This gave the movie a documentary-style realism that modern films can't replicate. Fact 4. A Mustang named Eleanor, the one and only star. There were many cars stolen in the film, but Eleanor, the yellow 1973 Ford Mustang, was the queen of them all, and here's the secret. There is only one Eleanor used for almost the entire movie. One car surviving more punishment than any Mustang should. It crashed. It flipped. It jumped. It smashed through light poles. And it kept going. That's why by the end of the film, Eleanor looks like she has survived a war, because she did. Fact 5. The most dangerous stunt almost killed him. Halicki didn't hire professional stunt teams. He was the stunt team. During the major crash on the railroad tracks, the moment Eleanor hits a pole and violently flips. Halicki was injured so badly he lost several teeth and bruised his spine. He refused to go to the hospital. He stood back up, dusted himself off, and said, "Let's finish the movie." If there's one moment that defines him, that was it. Fact 6. The jump that broke Oceanside Boulevard. One of the film's most iconic moments is the 128-foot car jump that still looks unbelievable even today. When Halicki launched Eleanor into the air, the force of the landing shook the street so violently it broke the asphalt, damaging the road beneath the car. The city later confirmed that the crack in the pavement was real and it had to be repaired. That's how hard Halicki hit the ground. Fact 7. The movie was shot without a real script. Imagine making a movie with no script. That's basically what happened. Halicki wrote a loose outline, but most of the scenes, dialogue, and even the chase moments were improvised. His actors were his friends, junkyard workers, and relatives. People who had no acting experience, but plenty of enthusiasm. Because of this, many lines sound natural, messy, and unscripted. That's because this wasn't Hollywood. This was real life filmed as it happened. Fact 8. Halicki's real business is in the movie. In the movie, the characters work for a salvage and repo company that wasn't a set. That was Halicki's real business. He used his own tow trucks, tools, and car parts. Even the office you see was his real office. Nothing was fake, it saved money, but more importantly, it gave the movie authenticity that a studio could never stage. Fact 9. Most of the cars were real stolen cars, sort of. The plot revolves around stealing 48 cars in just a few days. Halicki didn't want to use studio props, so he used actual salvage cars that he legally purchased from insurance companies, junkyards, and auctions. Many of them were real wrecks. He fixed them, painted them, and used them in the film. After shooting, he sold them again to recover costs in a way the movie was its own business investment. Fact 10. The whole movie cost less than a luxury car today. Today, a major Hollywood action movie costs hundreds of millions of dollars. Gone in 60 Seconds was filmed for around $150,000. Adjusted for inflation, that's still less than the price of a high-end sports car. But what audiences didn't understand at the time was that Halicki wasn't trying to make the next Hollywood blockbuster. He was trying to make the ultimate car movie, and he'd do anything to make it happen. Fact 11. The hotel plate glass crash was accidental. One of the most shocking moments in the chase is when Eleanor slides sideways and crashes into a hotel's plate glass lobby. Here's the truth. That crash was not planned. Halicki lost control for a moment, slammed into the glass, and everyone on set froze in shock. Instead of stopping, he kept filming. It looked so unbelievable on camera that they used it in the final cut. That's the kind of production this movie was. If it happened, it stayed. Fact 12. The crew only had one chance for most crashes. Because the cars were real and money was tight, there were no retakes for most stunts. If Halicki crashed a car, that was the shot. If a bumper fell off too bad, if the lighting wasn't perfect, they used it anyway. This gave the movie a gritty documentary feel that no modern action film can match. Fact 13. The police chase became a real traffic jam. During filming, the production accidentally caused one of the worst traffic jams in the area's history. Dozens of cars, real driver-snot actors, got stuck behind Halicki's stunt work. People thought a huge accident had occurred. Some even called the police to report a major pileup. But the truth was they were watching a movie being made without knowing it. Fact 14. The crew used code words to avoid getting shut down. Because they didn't have full shooting permits for every location, the cast and crew invented secret signals to warn each other. When police or officials were nearby, if someone yelled honeymoon, it meant stop everything and hide the gear. This guerrilla filmmaking style is one reason the movie feels so chaotic and so real. Fact 15. Eleanor was technically the first car to get a movie credit. In the end credits, Halicki gave a special recognition to Eleanor, listing her as the movie's co-star. She became the first car to receive official star billing in a feature film. This idea inspired decades of future movies, from Knight Rider to Transformers. In the 2000 remake starring Nicolas Cage, Halicki proved a car could be a celebrity. Fact 16. The movie inspired real car thieves. After the movie became a hit, police departments across the country reported an odd trend. Car thieves started copying techniques shown in the film, from using duplicate keys to switching VIN plates to hiding cars in warehouses identical to the movie. Halicki had unintentionally created a handbook for car crime. Some cities even requested theaters to stop showing it. Fact 17. Halicki refused to sell the movie to studios. Hollywood studios offered to buy the film and re-edit it, but Halicki wanted none of it. He said, "If you take away the rough edges, you take away the movie." He believed the imperfections were its soul, the real crashes, the real locations, the real danger. So he kept the rights, and he kept the movie exactly how he wanted it. Fact 18. The movie became a hit outside Hollywood. Studio executives didn't believe in Halicki's movie, but audiences did. Drive-ins and independent theaters across America sold out screenings. Car lovers lined up with their Mustangs, Camaros, and Corvettes just to watch the legendary chase. Critics called it messy, disorganized, and chaotic, but fans loved it. They saw the passion behind it, the same passion that Hollywood sometimes forgets. Fact 19. Halicki's hometown became the movie's set. Most Hollywood movies traveled to major cities for filming. Gone in 60 Seconds didn't. Halicki filmed almost everything in places he knew personally, streets he drove every day, businesses he grew up around, and neighborhoods that were part of his life. The locals recognized the cars, the buildings, even some of the actors. To them, it felt like their town became part of cinematic history. Fact 20. The movie built a legacy that still lives today. YouTube car forums and fan clubs around the world still analyze every frame of the movie. Modern stunt drivers study Halicki's techniques. Collectors hunt for original Eleanor replicas. Car lovers say it's the purest car chase ever recorded. All this from a man who wasn't a Hollywood insider. He wasn't trained. He wasn't financed. He simply loved cars and loved making them fly. Halicki gave his life to filmmaking, literally continuing his stunt work until his tragic death in 1989, but Gone in 60 Seconds, 1974, remains his masterpiece of film that proves you don't need money, fame, or permission, you just need a vision. The legend continues. So the next time you watch Eleanor racing through the streets, smashing through obstacles, and defying every rule of physics, remember this. You're not just watching a car movie, you're watching the dream of one man filmed with real danger, real heart, and real gasoline in his veins. H.B. Halicki didn't create a film, he created a legend, and legends never slow down.